Bazı reormuşlar. Bazı reormuşlar yazılmış gibi yok. Ha, LG yükletmiş. Daha basit diye mi?
이 집에서 뭐 새우 채라오려면 가만히
First time camping tour. It'll be a lot of fun though. And besides, I very guarantee you that you're gonna have a lot of cultural experience. Come close each other, please. Firstly, about his thought, and secondly, about his appearance, and thirdly, about his language, and last one is his behavior. So while he was staying here, he basically trained to be right with those four things, and he teach a lot of people who used to live near us. And by beside, in Joseon Dynasty, in our old history, we have a certain forms of house. It depends on what level you belongs to. You have different buildings. If you are four people, then you only have one or a couple of buildings, which basically has one with the rooms and the other one is animals. But this one, you can see the kind of high level scholars or government officials actually are allowed to have this kind of a private area. Anyway, come on. So this is the guest house they are now running it with. So on the weekend, some guests actually book and then they come and stay. And there's another specific thing that we used to use a lot of bamboo to make a natural kind of walls. It's like you can see this wall is very low, so we can see what neighbors do each other. So in Joseon Dynasty, most of the house walls are very low, not too high, that we can see like this. What are you doing there? Your neighbors. And we just bow and greeting each other in the morning. Open dining for the guests who are staying at nights. And they usually share the time together and are having tea together. So this is for the guests. And we call, that's a long time, it's like we have a specific word, daechung. Yeah, daechung is one of the kind of area which connects between the main building to another. So it is like also the bridge you can see. So people in between each building, we have this kind of floor that we can walk to next to buildings, and we hope to meet here too. Okay. Daechung also means the storage. It's like sommang. Sommang is basically wish and hope. And as you throw the coin to that fountain, that means you can pray for what you want. It's like a praying kind of area. So Gangjin is also well known as a pottery factory long time back. So during Japanese invasions, Japanese people came down and they just stole a lot of Gangjin Goryeo-cheongja. This is the venue where Goryeo-cheongja was built. I mean, the other side. This kind of pavilion you can also see we call martial place, and this is also a kind of resting shelter, and it has a loop and many kind of old people in the back. And Joseon Dynasty, we often sit here and meet the people. And this scholar, Jeong Yagong, was also well known for the writing and painting. And you know the landscapes, which is very well known in Korea. And a lot of landscapes, most of them are from Korea and Japan and China. And you can see while they're standing and walking around the pond and the garden, they kind of try to just create it and just have some thought about the titles for their painting and writing while they are looking down and see from the nature. So most of the actual scholars and the writers and painters in those actual times, they just actually basically get the ideas from the nature and kind of from the people's behavior and also the things they are involved with. So, and you see, one is standing and the other actually lady is sitting. And this kind of lady we call chumo. Chumo means like a modern term we can say restaurant either or the place we drink alcohols. Long time back, because you know we used to walk a lot to actually have a national exam to Seoul, and on the way we are exhausted. We must actually stop by and have some food and drinking at the same time. It's a kind of major point of the army bases because it's right in the center of the Jeolla province actually area province, and at the same time it's just actually spread all the area to the army troops. So army troops come to the Gangjin the fortress to be trained, and after being trained, they were sent to all the actually army bases in Jeollanam.
कदवान पे क्यों रखा थी पदीवा नहीं स्प्रे करा है جواب سپورت شوی کنه
نه پڑی این باید توی یار چی کرده؟ تو سرتا سرش بدن لگه؟
Provincial actually district has a kind of fortress. Fortress means needed entrance to get into. Otherwise, most of the area do not have an entrance but natural entrance, which is just a pass that people goes in, goes out. But because the village and the fortress has a specific form of the entrance, this one should be higher, but anyway, they.
텐션 올려 텐션 올려 아쉬워 박수 한번 주세요 손머리 위로 지금부터 여러분과 함께 신나게 즐겨보는 시간 여러분들의 함성 소리가 필요해요
Come on.
기차 기차 일로와 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 그렇죠 기차 허허허허 지지봉봉 빨리 일어나죠 우리 관광객분들 함께 즐기세요 같이 함께 즐겨봅시다 원투 원투 칙칙폭폭 칙칙칙칙폭폭 강진 문화의 밤 함께 즐겨 Let's go
우리 미녀 조수가 한 분 필요한데요. 네. 이렇게 옆에서 강력 추천해 주시는 바람에 자, 무대 위로 모시겠습니다. 네, 이렇게 제가 준비한 마술은 모두 끝이 났습니다, 여러분. 네, 다른 공
이럴 때 힘찬 박수 한번 보내주세요.
오늘은 한 30여 명, 내일 한 100여 명 정도
Distratto sapata brico.
가까운 곳에
Gaudi, non aveva di mappa,